Hi, if you found this video, it's probably because you're trying to decide whether or not it's worth you tearing apart your car to get the oil pan gasket replaced on a N55 motor, especially on an iX version. I've got a 2011 535 iX with the N55 motor, and I've got it torn down to the gasket now, and I'm about to start rebuilding, and I thought I'd give you an idea of what you're looking at. I did it on a 4-post hoist with oversized jack stands holding it up. I've read a number of places where people have done it without a lift. Good luck if you try that. A lift makes a huge difference. The problem with the iX, obviously, is that the half shaft goes through the oil pan, making it a lot more complicated. But even without that, it's quite a job. Let me give you an idea of what's involved. I am doing the suspension at the same time. I had a couple of front components on this at 115,000 miles that need attention. So I'm replacing both control arms on the lower sides, and so I've got the one off. The other one will be coming off shortly. You need to disconnect the strut tower to allow freedom of movement to get everything out. You need to remove the half shafts on both sides. As you can see, the motor mounts are here, and in order to do that, you need to hold the engine from the top with a tool to do that. You need to disconnect your power steering rack. You need to disconnect the rack from the subframe. You need to pull off your power steering pump. In order to do that, you need to remove the front supports, cowling supports, and then pull the cooling fan assembly out in order to get access to it. And then your big objective is to get the engine subframe lowered, or engine cradle, and you've got to lower it far enough that you can drop the oil pan down and slide it out past all the components inside. I'll give you a view of some of the components you're going to be pulling. You've got, again, your control arms. You got your passenger side half shaft, a host of ducts, shrouds, etc., and all the assorted hardware that goes with it. Looking over on the other side, you've got your front differential, which needs to come out completely. The half shaft holder for the driver's side. The front drive shaft needs to be disconnected, marked, and pulled. The half shaft for this side, again, all the ducting and components from this side. The aforementioned control arm. The front framing components. The torsion rod, power steering pulleys, etc., and the electrical fan assembly. If you're looking at doing this, it is something that's doable. It's a lot of wrenching, and you need to keep track of what you're doing, what order it's in, and bag and tag every bolt that comes out of it. Most of the bolts are the alloy bolts that need to be replaced, but you'll need to keep track of everything. It's very doable, but it is a lot of work. So give a lot of thought before you do it. Thank you, and good luck.